Good evening, jammers, and welcome to Jams and Cocktails Live. I am your host, Brad Brock, and tonight we pay tribute to some of our oldest living rock legends. That's right. And we'll even hit you with a few that will make even young Jordan feel like the village elder. Speaking of Jordan, say hi to the destruction crew, Miss Jordan Taylor.
Hello.
And the bad bitch, Elly. Just making sure you were done over there. Making sure you did. Thank you so much for joining me in the lounge tonight, ladies. In the second half of our show this evening, we'll hit you with your entertainment news in the Jordy Files. We'll play around to name that tune, and I'll pepper in some tunes for you from our friends Kevin McLoughlin and the Sovereign Sons. And so much more on the show tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in live with us tonight on YouTube, Facebook, and Shore Life Radio. Also, big thanks to those of you listening later on your favorite podcast platform like Spotify and iHeartRadio. Be sure to set Jams and Cocktails as your number one preset in the free iHeartRadio app. Wherever you're catching the show tonight, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and like, share, and follow us on our various social media platforms. Great big shout out to Ocean Republic Brewing for being our June keg sponsor. We've got their glassy amber lager on tap tonight, which is what I'm drinking right here. Drink. And it's really good. It's my favorite there, so be sure to check them out if you're in the Stuart, Florida area. We are watching the chats and comments. It's kind of crickety out there tonight. Usually you guys are more rambunctious than this, but I don't know. Something must have gone on in the world. More important than old Brad and the JNC destruction crew. No, I'm just kidding. We are watching the chats and comments, so join our conversation. The JNC text line is also open, 321-345-6658, so you can directly message us there as well. And I guess without further ado, we'll kick off this nostalgia show with our cocktail of the week. This week, we're sipping on nostalgia with a boozy twist. Meet the Glossette, a chocolatey, malty masterpiece that smells like your childhood candy store but drinks like a grown-up's night out. We're blending Canadian whiskey, or bourbon if you're sweet, scotch if you're bold, crème de cacao, and a rich brown ale. Top it with a couple dashes of chocolate bitters if you're feeling fancy, and don't forget the chocolate-covered raisins on the side. It's weird, it's wonderful, and it's dangerously delicious. Let's head over to the JNC bar to see how it's made. Hey jammers, this week's cocktail of the week is the Glossette. Here's how we're gonna make it. We'll start out with 1.5 ounces of your favorite Canadian whiskey into a beaker with ice. Then 1/2 ounce of crème de cacao. We're gonna stir that together, give that a nice chill, and we'll set that aside and let that mix up a little bit. Then we've got our finished glass. Typically it'd be chilled. Our glasses aren't chilled, so we're just kind of going for it here. You'll strain your whiskey and liqueur into the glass. And we'll top it off with a high quality brown ale. Spill that all the way to the top. Then if you want just a little extra pizzazz, you could throw in a few dashes of chocolate bitters. I love them. Now you don't have to, but I like to. Just give it a little stir in there. There you have it, the Glossette. Let's go to the lounge and give it a try. Nice job, Brad. Nice job, me. I'm so awesome.
Yay, Brad.
The best bartender that ever did live. And Cobb, thanks for being our first commenter that isn't actually here. Oh my God, careful. And the whole show goes out.
Many thanks.
Nice. All right. So, yes, this is the Glossette. And, oh, God.
That was Brad's spot.
Oh, my God.
Hot.
I have to.
Every time, all the time, everywhere.
Gross.
Okay.
You have your own little pet that sheds.
Yeah, he leaves a trail.
All right. But, well, let's not get it twisted. Jordan also sheds.
Oh, yeah. No, I know.
So
We know that one.
We've all been on vacation with Jordan and seen her bathroom floor.
Hey, so you know. All right, this is the Glossette. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't a huge fan of this, so maybe the second go will be better. But it's not. I don't know. It's not very sweet. It's I don't know.
Shut the fuck up and let's drink it, Dad.
Thank you. That's why I married you. Cheers, ladies, and cheers to you guys.
It had potential at the beginning.
See, now this is better than when I made it earlier. I think I put too much beer in there.
Yeah, yours was real dark.
That's not horrible.
It's not terrible. It's not that bad.
To me, it tastes like a dark chocolate. You ever had like pure dark chocolate where it almost tastes like chalky when you eat it? There's barely any sweetness to it at all.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of how it tastes to me.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
It's not that bad.
Oh, it's better than I thought it was going to be. Okay,
We've had worse.
that is true. Yeah. Okay. So it's a winner. Very well.
Ding.
Well, we'll get a little ding for that. All right then. Well, join us each week for our cocktail or shot of the week by visiting us at jncpodcast.com to see what we're planning. Then tune in on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. to have a drink with us. We'd love for you to do that. All right. I'm just taking a peek at the comments here. Late arrivers tonight. That's okay. I'm glad that you're here, Jay Bird and even Anthony Rayfield over there on Facebook. Thanks for tuning in, you guys.
Boop, boop.
All right. Well, jammers, are we ready? Grab your orthopedic shoes and crank up the amp, because tonight we're rolling out the rock stars who refuse to roll over. This segment was actually inspired by a bittersweet moment. Last week, we said goodbye to two legendary voices in music. Of course, Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys and Sly Stone from Sly and the Family Stone. Losing them reminded me just how lucky we are to still share the planet with so many of the pioneers who shaped the soundtrack of our lives. So tonight, we're taking a moment or two to pay tribute to the rockers who are still with us, still performing, still inspiring, and still somehow louder than anyone else in the room. From the Beatles to the Stones, and even some early 2000s stars who've officially entered veteran territory. We're celebrating legacies while they're still here to rock. So tune up, turn back the clock, and join us for a little gratitude, a little nostalgia, and a whole lot of love for the legends who haven't sailed off just yet. Are we ready?
Are we ever?
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. Don't leave, very nice. Don't leave me hanging here. All right.
What?
So we'll cruise over here. And this list, you guys, is in no particular order. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
But sign up for Elly's shirt
But
now.
sign up for Elly's shirt now.
Shameless plug.
Where did I even put...
Who runs this show?
I really don't know anymore. Oh, there it is.
Oh.
It wasn't the same one. I was just jumping the gun. All right. This list is in no particular order, except for the very last one. So we're gonna start with we're gonna start here and now. Roger Daltrey, the unmistakable voice behind The Who. He's now 81 years old.
Wow.
And still somehow hitting those iconic high notes like it's 1971. He really is. He's a guy that was literally expelled from school for smoking and then turned a stolen sheet of copper into his very first guitar. I'd love to see that. I have no idea. It's a total rock star origin story. Beyond the stage, Daltrey's got heart. He founded a teen cancer charity that's made a huge impact in the UK. And let's not forget, he wasn't just the front man of a legendary band. He also starred in the trippy, unforgettable rock opera, Tommy. Has anybody ever seen Tommy? You guys ever seen it?
Mm-mm.
What about you guys out there? Ever seen Tommy? He's a pinball wizard.
Mm.
Yeah. At any rate, he's still loud, still legendary, still Daltrey. 81. It's incredible. You guys are going to be sure to pay attention to the pictures because it's a before. I didn't mention this, but it's a before picture of when they're young. And then, of course, it follows up with.
Are we going to be tested on this? Should I be taking notes?
You should maybe take some notes.
He's pretty fabulous, too.
For Name That Tune. Yeah.
Look at his little scarf.
He's aged pretty gracefully, man. And I'm not going to lie. I listened to some of his more recent stuff, and he's doing pretty well. I guess before we continue, we should probably do these Jell-O shots before they melt.
Oh, we're still doing those?
Yeah, I forgot. I'm going to try desperately not to pour it all over myself.
I took
today.
the yellow one this time for you, Brad.
Nice, so I can
My God, how are you supposed to get the... Oh, wow.
Stain it somehow, some other way. Cheers again to Bob and Julia for giving us this.
Oh, no.
Jordan.
What are you doing over there?
I just washed those.
Okay.
You guys are meant to be together. What the fuck?
It's the yellow ones. Tricky little buggers.
When in Rome. Well, it's not so bad. That one's pretty good. Kind of tastes like a leather shoe. Delicious. Ooh, all the booze piled up into one little spot there. I just got it. Nice. Okay. Back on track. Ann Cobb said that Roger Daltrey is getting knighted this year. And he saw Tommy, and she said the Who are playing in Chicago this fall. So nice. Sir Roger Daltrey. Soon to be Sir Roger Daltrey. Maybe he is already. Good for him. All right. Moving forward here. This is somebody that you might not know, but you definitely know her music. Let's give it up for one of the coolest bass players to ever groove her way through a stage, Tina Weymouth.
She has the same birthday as Sweet Savannah.
Mm-hmm. And now she is 74 years old. She's also 50. How many years older than Savannah? 50 years older than her?
Yeah, 70.
Oh my God. Savannah's 4.
She's 4.
Tina Weymouth. She's 74 years old and still effortlessly iconic. She made her name as the bassist for the Talking Heads, later co-founded Tom Tom Club with her husband, drummer Chris France. Talk about a rhythm section with serious chemistry. What's even cooler is she was completely self-taught on bass and still managed to help define the sound of new wave and post-punk with her funky, stripped-down bass lines. No frills, all feel. She didn't just play in the band, she was the groove. Total queen of cool. 74. Tina Weymouth. Yeah. You guys know about the Talking Heads?
I know about the Talking Heads.
Yeah.
Good. Not as young as I thought she was. Next up here on this list, you guys, if we're talking legends, we have to talk about Buddy Guy. He's 88 years old and still tearing it up like he invented the blues. Because, well, he kind of did. He grew up dirt poor in rural Louisiana, built his first guitar, get this, first guitar using strings from a window screen. And that's not just resourceful, that's destiny. Buddy went on to become the godfather of Chicago blues. There you go, Ann Cobb. And a mentor to the likes of Eric Clapton, Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Yeah, those guys learned from him. And he's still performing live, still rips solos like lightning, and he's famous for walking straight into the crowd mid-song because the blues should always be up close and personal. I love Buddy Guy, man. He's still touring. You can go out and see him right now.
It's crazy.
Unreal.
88.
I saw this cool video of him he was one-handed soloing while drinking a cognac in the other hand. You know, whole 88-year-old buddy guy just sipping his cognac. Amazing.
Dubs 8.
Dubs 8.
His birthday's coming up. It said July 30th, so he's about to be 89.
Oh, big 8-9.
Working his way in.
Oh, snap.
Now here's a name that you might not recognize, but you definitely recognize their music. Dion DiMucci.
Cool.
A true rock and roll legend. You may know him just as Dion, 85 years old and still making music with soul. You know him from his hits like, just a little tune called Run Around Sue. Hey, hey, whoa. That's where Savannah got her trademark from. And of course, The Wanderer, which is a great tune. These are classics that helped shape the sound of early rock. But behind the hits was a man with a story. Dion battled heroin addiction at the height of his fame, but later found faith in a new musical direction that brought deeper meaning to his work. And he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame by Lou Reed, no less. And he's still out there releasing blues records and that prove his voice and spirit has never faded. The man wandered, but never lost his way. Nice. Dion.
Cool headshot.
Right? He's kind of foxy too. Yeah. 85.
He should be painted.
God, I kind of look like him a little bit. I could probably pull off Dion.
I'm getting you a scarf for you.
Yeah, I'm about to say, what is with the scarves? That's the old man move, apparently. Yeah. That's the old rock star move.
And they got to be real long.
Yes.
Real long.
I would, if you get me a scarf, it needs to go all the way down to my ankles. I want to be tripping.
That won't be that hard.
Child section. Got it.
That's for you sons of bitches.
You have that hat, I think.
Drums and Rubs asks if I'm on this list. You know, I might be. You son of a bitch.
Wow.
Yeah, I could pull off that look. He's still rocking. Good for him.
You need that medallion too.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta have my little ship's wheel, but anyway, here and all there. Again, you can't talk about living legends without saying the name Bob Dylan. Born May 24th, 1941. 83 years old and still as enigmatic as ever.
Ooh, that's rough.
I mean, he's old, Jordan.
Jordan goes, oof.
It wouldn't be that bad, but the hair, he's got to let it go.
His hair's always been like that,
He's got to let it go, though. It's like mullety happening. I don't know.
I thought you were going to say it's moldy.
It's probably that, too.
But Jordan, you have to remember, he's the voice of a generation. The man who turned protest into poetry and folk into fire. Songs like Blowin' in the Wind. And if you've watched the film, the pseudo biopic, the film just came out, Complete Unknown, you realize that he hates that song. So nice. I'm glad I put that in there. And like a Rolling Stone. And just top charts, they changed culture. And he was, of course, born Robert Zimmerman. He renamed himself after the poet Dylan Thomas and lived up to the name in every way. He's won Grammys, a Pulitzer, and even a Nobel Prize in literature. And famously ghosted the ceremony. He won a Nobel Prize and didn't show up. Classic Dylan. He is still touring, still writing, still reminding us that the times are always a-changin'.
I have a question.
Raise your hand, Jordan.
Oh. Brad?
Yes, Jordan.
Do you think it would be confusing for yourself if you had your stage name and then your actual name, like what name you identify with and stuff, and you give to the IRS versus like your
Right.
I don't know.
So-
I just feel like it'd be like a weird, because he's probably more used to his name being Bob Dylan than Zimmerman.
So interesting story. I mean, this is kind of a story, but so I was playing a gig somewhere, and it's not it was interesting to me. Not that I have a stage name. My name is my name, unfortunately, and unfortunately, I suppose.
Well, you have a cool name.
It is cool, but So, but there are some other local artists here that do rock a stage name. And apparently bars just write the check out to whatever's on the board, on the sandwich board. Right. So these people are like, well, I can't take this check. It's my stage name. I need my actual name. So I got asked, they were like, is Brad Brock your stage name, or like, what are we writing the check out to? And I was like, no, that's my name. But like, who's asking to be written out to, their actual name? Funny, but yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be kind of confusing.
I imagine if you are at a point where you have a stage name, you should probably have somebody taking care of your finances. Yeah.
Well, even just, yeah.
I have multiple names.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It does get confusing.
Yeah, you're like, what name do I give? Well, even now, like being married sometimes or whatever, like when I call for past things, like appointments or something, I'm like, I don't know what name you have. I
still am like, I don't know which last name. There's two that you can pick from.
Yeah, find me somehow. Yeah. Maybe my birthday. I don't know.
But I don't know what
my name is.
I would apply for jobs under Elly. And then when I would give them all my like information, they're like, "Who is this?" Like, it's two completely different names.
Oh, so what I think you could do is obviously starting a business or creating an LLC, and doing business as Bob Dylan. So when somebody writes a check to Bob Dylan, you just take it and cash it in your business name, and it doesn't matter what your actual name is at all.
But I just mean for like Bob Dylan personally, because like, I watched that Pee Wee Herman documentary thing.
Oh, yeah, I did too.
And like, just throughout his whole life, like he was Pee Wee Herman. Like he wasn't Paul Rubin. Like if you ask people who Paul Rubin is, they'd be like, who the fuck is that? But you're like, Pee Wee Herman. Like everyone knows him as Pee Wee Herman. And it's a confusing life for yourself,
bet that he had checks written out to Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah.
And I bet he was able to cash them.
But do you think he also just like went places and they were like, he's not even just, going out to dinner on a casual. And they're like, hi, Pee Wee.
Absolutely.
Stuff. Like, you're like, hi, yes, I'm Pee Wee. And like, now I identify as Pee Wee Herman. But that's.
Well, it would be like. I
think it'd be a weird.
Listen.
Weird life.
If you're out, let's go this way because it's not as weird. But like, you're out there and you see Lady Gaga just out in the wild. What are you going to call her?
Yeah.
What do you call her? You call her Stephanie? Because she'll answer you.
Okay, but that one's different. Because it's not like a name.
They're going to call her Gaga.
No one's name is like Lady Gaga.
They're going to, is that what you would call her?
Oh, that's like a nickname. Like these are actually like names. Like Bob Dylan is like a proper actual name.
Well, even Elton John.
Yeah.
That's not his real name.
But it's a proper name.
It's
not like you're Skrillex,
I mean, you saw Skrillex out there.
Yeah. I don't know. Right. But anyway, ADD thoughts.
Nice. Yeah. Nice. Well, we'll put a pin in that. We'll come back.
High thoughts without being high.
Let us know out there what you think about pseudonyms for your actual name.
I feel like it'd be kind of a crazy time.
Well, here's another one with a stage name. So while we're on that, this woman, wildly famous, incredibly cool, and we're talking about a woman who didn't just break the rules; she rewrote them. Of course, we're talking about Grace Slick. She's now 85 years old. She was the firebrand voice behind Jefferson Airplane and Jefferson Starship. I can't believe she's 85. I wanted her to just stay 23 forever. Mm-hmm. But she brought us White Rabbit and Somebody to Love. God, awesome tunes. Psychedelic anthems that defined the summer of love and gave the counterculture its soundtrack. Grace wasn't just a powerhouse on stage. She was a force off it, too. Legend has it she once tried to sneak LSD into the White House and nearly aimed a gun at President Nixon. And that is peak Grace Slick. She walked away from music in the late 80s to become a painter. And even that turned into a second act of artistic rebellion. Grace always said rock and roll is a young person's game, but her voice still echoes through generations. 85. God love her. Yep. And yes, Grace Slick, not her real name. All right.
What's her real name?
Grace something or another. I don't know her actual name. Is Elly looking it up, or are you just typing?
I can look it up.
Are you? I'm gonna say, are you corralling the people in the chat? You guys were very quiet at first, and now you're very rambunctious, and I love it.
What was it? Oh, my last search was Emma Roberts.
Oh, Grace Slick.
Trying to find her real name?
Yeah. Probably on her Wikipedia.
What if it's not even Grace?
I think it is Grace.
Oh.
Elly, you guys, everybody can hear Elly like searching.
It's like when you call and you're on call waiting and you hear the little...
Yeah.
So her name is Grace Barnett Wing.
Wing. Slick Wing. Oh, boy. Thanks, Jordan.
You're welcome.
Nice. Okay. So there you have it. All right. Next up, you couldn't have a list of the oldest rocking motherfuckers without this outlaw icon. The man whose guitar is held together with love and duct tape. That's right. We're talking about Willie Nelson.
Oh my gosh.
Willie Nelson.
Wow.
Willie Nelson is 92 years old.
That's insane.
You guys.
How does he look better here than he did when he was young?
It's amazing. He's still out there doing what he does best. Willie's famous for his timeless voice, his storytelling, and that signature phrasing that floats just behind the beat, like he's having a conversation with the melody itself. From On the Road Again to Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain, his songs are stitched to the fabric of American music. Born during the Great Depression, raised by his grandparents,
Wow.
and writing songs by the time most kids were learning multiplication, Willie carved out a lane all his own, and then invited half of country music to ride, or invited half of country music to ride with him. He's also a fierce advocate for farmers, for marijuana legalization, and for doing things your own damn way. Still touring, still recording, still raising hell, and hearts in equal measure. Willie Nelson isn't just alive, he's living proof that soul doesn't age. 92. God love him.
Wow.
Jordan is, look at her face.
Wow.
She's stunned.
Ugh.
All right, you guys.
God bless.
And you probably knew this one was coming, as remarkable as his longevity has been. The indestructible riff master himself, Keith Richards. Yes, of course. Born December 18th, 1943. He's now 81 years old and still somehow more alive than most of us. As the heartbeat of the Rolling Stones, Keith gave us raw, swaggering guitars behind Jumpin' Jack Flash, Satisfaction, and 100 other classics that made rock what it is today. He's survived more close calls than a cat with 10 lives, from electrocution to tree climbing injuries to the most infamous quote of all time, allegedly snorting his father's ashes. He later said it was a joke. Mostly. And yet, he's still here, still touring, still lighting up a cigarette mid-set like it's 1972. He's not just a rock star. He's a walking monument to survival, rebellion, and the almighty power chord. Yes. Does his shirt say "Do Not Gray"?
I was trying to figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah. God.
What about
81.
Mick Jagger?
Oh, funny that you should mention that, because
You should tell everyone about our fun game we play too.
yeah, maybe I will. And now, as Jordan's already alluded to, the strut heard around the world. Mick Jagger, also 81 years old, and still has moves like, well, Jagger. That's right.
God, he looks the same.
Right? He's definitely aged a bit better than Keith. As the electric frontman, of course, of the Rolling Stones, Mick turned every stage into a spectacle and every song into a swagger-fueled anthem. Start Me Up, Sympathy for the Devil, Brown Sugar. He didn't just sing them, he owned them. He actually studied at the London School of Economics before choosing rock and roll over balance sheets, which worked out pretty well, let's be honest. Knighted in 2003, Sir Mick Jagger. He's a father to 8 and still out-dancing musicians a third his age. Mick Jagger is living proof that rock and roll is the ultimate fountain of youth, as long as you've got the hips for it and the knees. I have neither.
8 children.
That's how I was like, holy shit.
8 of them. I'm pretty sure, didn't he just get married to some young girl, like in her 20s? God love him.
Him and Robert De Niro.
Oh, yeah, really. Man. All right. And next up on our list is the ever-charming, peace sign slinging Ringo Starr. 84 years old, born July 7th, 1940. And still beating the drum of good vibes. Still looking good. That Just for Men's holding up for him.
Doing the peace sign still.
Yeah, still doing it 100 years later.
It seems like a lot of rockers are born in July.
It seems like a good month, right? As the drummer of the Beatles, of course, Ringo might have been the quietest in the band, but his steady signature style laid the foundation for the most iconic songs in pop history. From Come Together to Yellow Submarine, his groove was always right where it needed to be. Born Richard Starkey, another stage name, he overcame a rough illness-filled childhood to become one of the most beloved figures in music. And let's not forget, he voiced Thomas the Tank Engine, which gave him a whole new generation of fans without even trying. You remember that?
I remember Thomas the Tank. I didn't know that was Ringo Starr.
Ringo
I didn't
Starr.
either.
He was the engineer, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, well, he wasn't Thomas the Tank.
He voiced, it says, I'm just saying what it says. I didn't even know that Thomas talked
Thomas the Tank?
or was British. But I know he's the engineer. I think George Carlin was in that too. I don't know what his deal was though.
Maybe we'll have to watch it again.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that.
Have you ever watched Thomas the Tank as an adult?
No.
It's weird. It's weird.
Linda
Weird
wants to
times.
remind us that July babies were made in November.
Oh.
Stuff in the turkey.
Ew.
Anyway, Ringo Starr is still touring with his all-star band. Still flashing that infectious smile and still reminding us all to spread a little peace and love. Ringo's beat goes on. And this is a special one. You probably could already imagine who it is. But, of course, we're talking about Sir Paul McCartney, who just turned 83 years old today.
Whoa.
Today is Paul McCartney's birthday. And he is now a very happy 83. So happy birthday, Maka.
Maka?
Yeah, that's his nickname because of the MC. MCCA.
Oh.
Get it?
Did you just make that up?
No, it's a thing.
Oh.
As the melodic heart of the Beatles, Paul didn't just write songs. He wrote anthems that defined generations. Hey Jude, Let It Be, Yesterday. The kind of music that gets etched into your soul and passed down like family stories. Beyond the Beatles, he crushed it with Wings, redefined himself as a solo artist, and somehow still manages to sell out stadiums around the world. He's played for royalty, presidents, and even did a virtual gig for astronauts in space. So Paul's never stopped creating, never stopped evolving, and never stopped believing in a power of a good melody. Today, we raise a glass not just to a birthday, but to a living legacy who reminds us all that love is all you need, and maybe a Hofner bass. Cheers, Paul McCartney.
What's in your drink, Jordan? You had to look at it first.
I wasn't ready.
Do you guys? So we have more to come on this, so don't go. But I just want to. Do you guys remember when we first started doing the show here in this place?
Mm-hmm.
And after the first month, every time Jordan took a sip of her drink, she was like, "I think there's something in my drink." It was and it was always like a little ant. And
Oh, the ant invasion.
And we thought, oh man, I was like, well, just pull it out, But then all of a sudden, everybody's drink had an ant in it. And so I went through all the glasses and they were fine and came to find out. So in the old lounge, I kept the pour spouts in all the bottles and just put the little tops on them like they do at the bars.
Oh, I
And it's all
remember
good.
this, yeah.
But this house
had
is
infiltrated
infested
the
with ants. The sugar ants, those devil ants, right? And so
They got in everything.
they got into every single bottle of liquor that we own. all the higher end liquors always kept the caps on, but all our like what we consider well stuff all had the pour spouts all in it. All in it. So we had to like replace half the bar. And so I don't know. That was just a funny story. Anyway.
Is that what you were doing? You were traumatized. You're like, I got to make sure there's no ands.
Yeah. It's like, thank you for bringing up that trauma, Brad.
You're welcome, babe.
I do have to look from time to time, make sure.
It's what I do. It's what I love to do.
And I'm fading.
So let's fast forward just a little bit, but not too far. We're going to the early 2000s when low-rise jeans ruled the earth and pop divas reigned supreme. Are we ready to make the millennials feel achy in their joints?
No.
Let's do some 2000s then and nows. How about,
no.
it? All right. Oh, this is a rough one for me because I had such a crush on her. It might still do.
Avril Lavigne.
Oh, no.
Oh.
She looks the same. She's a vampire.
Kylie Minogue.
Oh.
Born May 28th, 1968. Oof. And still spinning on the dance floor like she never left it. She's now 57.
Oh.
57.
Wow.
Yep. She first broke out in the 80s as a soap star on Neighbors. But when Can't Get You Out of My Head dropped in 2001, you guys can hear it in your head already, can't you?
Yes.
Yep. Can't get it out of your head.
Ha.
Kylie became a global sensation all over again. And that track was everywhere. Clubs, commercials, your cousin's flip phone ringtone. Beyond the glitz, Kylie's a survivor. She bravely battled
behind the what?
What? Beyond the glitz.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
Kylie's a survivor. She bravely battled breast cancer in the mid-2000s, came back stronger, becoming a powerful voice for awareness and resilience. She's sold over 80 million records, performed at the Olympics, and just last year dropped another banger with Padam Padam. Padam Padam. Padam, padam, padam. No, that's not the right song. Proving she's still the queen of reinvention, and disco balls fear her. That's right. Oh, Jordan, I think this one is going to really ruin your whole life.
She's the original Kylie.
Yes. She actually sued Kylie Jenner for not trademarking Kylie and won.
Oh. For her lip kits?
Just for the trademark name, the Kylie name. Oh. Kylie just wanted to make the word Kylie trademarked. And just, so.
I missed that whole endeavor. Anyway.
Yeah, you miss a lot.
I do.
You're not going to miss this.
I'm glad I do the Jordy Files and I have no idea what's going on in the world. It's awesome.
That's true. Let's take a detour to the Frosted Tips era of early 2000s pop rock with none other
Justin Timberlake
than Jordan's best friend, Ryan Cabrera.
Oh, or him.
Born in 1982. He's now 42 years old and still rocking that boyish charm. Yep. You probably remember him best for On the Way Down, that catchy acoustic-driven track that made him a TRL regular.
The bop.
And the soundtrack to 1,000 Teenage Heartbreaks. I still think he looks pretty good. He definitely looks 42.
Mm-hmm. His chin is growing.
Nice.
Still rocking those frosted tips, though.
Yeah.
Offstage, Ryan was a tabloid fixture thanks to his high-profile relationship with Ashley Simpson, which played out in glorious reality TV on the Ashley Simpson Show. You guys remember that? It's peak mid-2000s energy. These days, he's married.
It was a good show.
Okay.
Oh.
These days, he's married to WWE superstar Alexa Bliss. And then he pops up on throwback tours, which I think Jordan just saw one of those.
Let's see.
With him there. And continues to perform for fans who never stopped singing along. And let's be real, that spiky hair deserves its own place in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Did you know that Johnny Resnick from the Goo Goo Dolls produced that first album with Ryan? You guys know about Goo Goo Dolls?
Yeah,
I know about
Iris.
Goo Goo Dolls.
Yeah. Did you also know that Johnny is 59 years old now?
Ugh.
I feel that in my cholesterol. All right. Very, very well. Next up, stepping into the spotlight, Jordan called it. That's right. Mr. Justified himself, Justin Timberlake. He's 44 years old now and still bringing the suit, the tie, and the hits. Well, Jordan's not a fan, apparently.
Oh, no, it's fine.
He started off Melting Hearts and In Sync, where he helped redefine late 90s boy band culture with moves smoother than his vocal runs. Then he went solo and brought sexy back with a vengeance. He's more than just a pop star. Justin's a legit triple threat. Singer, dancer, actor. From The Social Network to Saturday Night Live, he's as comfortable on screen as he is on stage. He's got Grammys, Emmys, a Super Bowl halftime show, and yes, he did cry a river. But he turned that heartbreak into platinum. A performer through and through. 44 years old, Justin Timberlake.
Whoa.
God.
Ugh.
You're not that far behind him, Brown.
I know. And
Ryan Cabrera.
here's a very surprising one. It's time to roll out the black eyeliner and checkerboard wristbands. Because Avril Lavigne, now 40 years old, is still our pop punk princess. She burst onto the scene, of course, in the early 2000s with Complicated and Skater Boy, giving a voice to a generation that didn't quite fit into the glittery pop mold. She made angsty cool and did it in a tie. Avril battled Lyme disease in the 2010s, a fight that sidelined her for a while, but she came back stronger with songs that reflected real resilience and growth. And let's be honest, every now and then, you still sing I'm With You in the car while he's driving. She's more than a throwback. She's a vibe that never left. Fun fact, she was born in September of 84. So somehow in the timeline, Avril Lavigne is older than me, which is wild because I'm actually older than Paul McCartney. So I'm not quite sure how this all panned out. She looks a hell of a lot better than I do. So how about that? And there you have it, jammers. Proof that rock and roll doesn't come with an expiration date. Nope. These living legends aren't just surviving, they're thriving. Headlining festivals, dropping new music, and reminding us that you're only as old as you feel, and maybe as flexible as your knees allow. So next time you're groaning about your back in your 30s or creaking through your 40s, just remember Mick Jagger is out there strutting across stadium stages at 81 like he's late for a party in 1973. So no excuses. Stretch it out, crank the volume, and keep chasing whatever keeps your soul loud. With that, we'll be right back with Name That Tune and the Jordy Files after this break. Stay tuned, stay young, and stay jamming. This is Jams and Cocktails.
Jams and Cocktails will return in a moment. But first, a shout out to our June keg sponsor, Ocean Republic Brewing. Thanks for keeping the beer flowing. Would you like to become a JNC keg sponsor? Reach out and ask how. And now, back to the jams and the cocktails.
Time when I found you. I got the vibe now, I'm trying to stay in time. I'm in the groove and I'm trying to keep my cool. I'm trying to sing and I've got to keep that rhyme. I'm in the zone and I'm trying to hold my own. That's the time when I found you. Didn't raise no fool. That you can see something's lighting up in me. I found the secret to the vibe down deep inside. I've got a mojo for my music, gonna use it on you. Getting down on the town when I heard that sound. That's the time when I found you. Getting down on the town when I heard that sound. That's the time when I found you.
Okay. All right. There you go, Kevin McLoughlin there. Welcome back to the show. We're back in, but before we get into the game, so I just yesterday added a new T-shirt design to our merch store on the website, and I just kind of want to show it off to y'all's real quick.
Did you not earlier?
They didn't get to see it.
True. There was that warning and
yeah, nobody got to see it. But yeah, so blah 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 yada yada yada. It's Elly's Beer Chug Championship, perfect for Beer 30. Mm-hmm. And let me pull it up here real quick, right quick, as they say. Oh
Beer
look,
30.
you can sign up now, but we're not gonna do that. But yeah, here we are, Elly's Beer Chug Championship shirt.
Awesome.
The glasses are perfect.
Yeah, it's just like what you wear.
And the hands, the spirit fingers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alive and well.
Yeah, so it starts at $20, depending on the shirt that you want, though. But there's plenty of colors, all kinds of fun stuff,
Amazing.
and yeah, it's super cool. You know, I was wanted to come up with a design, and I was like, I saw that photo of Elly shotgunning a beer. I was like, she is the Beer Chug champion. So we did it. But yeah, so go and check it out. jncpodcast.com. You can see all of our cool stuff. I'll be adding a bunch of new designs over the next lifetime. So yeah, that's just the one that happens to be here now. All right. Well, it's time to get those young minds working. In this week's edition.
Expand your craniums.
Yes. In this week's edition of Name That Tune. All right. As always and forever, we invite all our live viewers to play along with us in the chats and comments. We're looking primarily for the name of the artist or the band in this round, but bonus points if you can name the song. And here's why. Tonight's category is the newest songs our aging legends have released.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
What?
Yes. So
The newest song.
So the group of people we just
Oh.
spoke about, these are their latest releases.
Oh, this is going to be awful.
It is. It's not awesome.
Was it like in the last 10 years?
It was in the last 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we'll get the name of the artist.
Yep. That's all I primarily wanted.
Okay, good.
All right. You guys ready to play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. In unison. All right. Here we go. First clue. Name that tune. Here it is again.
I never caused you no pain.
You know that Name That Tune game that we play out in the wild, Jordan, all the time? This is a good time
Is
to
it?
use that.
Okay. I was thinking that's who it was.
I'll give it to you one more time.
I never caused you no pain.
All right. The answers are starting to come in. What do you guys have here in the lounge? The Who guy. No. It is the Rolling Stones. The song name is Angry from the Hackney Diamonds album that came out in 2023.
Why you
Duh.
angry with me? Why angry?
They sound like Arctic Monkeys
Oh, they do, yeah.
or something.
Yeah, I think that maybe the Arctic Monkeys sound like the Rolling Stones. Because that song sounds just like the Rolling Stones.
It does it?
Yep, I think so. Here's a song that doesn't sound anything like what you would think this person would be doing.
Great.
The only hint I'm going to give you. All right, here we go. Next clue. Oh, these were something to pick out today.
I turned my collar up, kept my eyes turned down.
Here we are.
I turned my collar up, kept my eyes turned down.
You guys done already? All right. Well, let's see what
Are
you
we?
got. Let's see what you got.
Okay. Okay.
Willie Nelson. That's incorrect.
Damn it. Too easy.
I'm glad you thought so, too.
Yeah.
But Jaybird,
I was picking up vibes. Oh.
you got it. It is
Bird.
Ringo Starr. The song is called Time on My Hands from his 2024 album, Look Up.
And I've got time on my hands.
Sounds like Willie
I was
Nelson.
going to say, I'm still sticking with Willie.
And let me just tell you, the cover art for this album is Ringo wearing a cowboy hat. And
No
his
scarf?
And his sunglasses. I don't know about the scarf.
Has he got the peace hands?
No, you can't see his hands, so they're probably like down here somewhere. Maybe I'll pull it up
He's
someday.
like doing a peace sign, but also the O.
yeah, gotcha.
Like both.
All right. Danny said Willie Nelson's son. No, but he kind of does sound like Lucas a little bit. But yeah, Ringo Starr Country. That's right, Anne. All right. Next clue. This is a wild one. Here we go.
What's the matter with me? Don't have much to say.
Ooh.
I'll give it to you again.
What's the matter with me? Don't have much to say.
You can't miss this one ever.
So just to give you a heads up, this is an old song that was re-recorded for a more recent album. Want it again?
What's the matter with me? Don't have much to say.
Nice job, Jaybird. All right, let's see what you guys got. It is Bob Dylan.
I feel like you put a question mark after everything.
Because I'm not
You're
sure.
like, maybe.
It is Bob Dylan. This is his 2023 version of Watching the River Flow from his 2023 album, Shadow Kingdom.
And watch the river flow.
Gotta love Bob. All right, two more here. Next clue, name that tune. Here we go.
Mama said, what's the matter? Son, you
Aw,
ain't
damn it.
acting right.
The hell's his name?
I have to tell you, when I hear this guy sing, even now, he gives me chills. Like I have a blues playlist that I might be giving some shit away. That I play from time to time, man. And every time he hits, you can just tell who it is, and I'm like, oh, I just feel it.
Mama
Feel it in
said,
your
what's
cockles.
the matter? Son, you ain't acting right.
Oh, night, everybody. Getting in there. Jaybird said the blues guy. All right, let's see what you guys got.
A cognac.
Cognac and Guitar Man, who is 88.
That's good
Very
enough.
nice.
Yeah.
That's you know who you're talking about. Yes, it is Buddy Guy. And the name of the song is Gunsmoke Blues from his 2022 album, The Blues Don't Lie.
It's the Gunsmoke Blues, all right.
All right. And finally, here on Name That Tune. Here we go.
Anger.
Just let it sit for a minute. I know the 5-second clips are really tough. They make it tough, but that's the rules we have to live by.
Thanks, YouTube.
You want it one more time? And Cobb's got it.
I cheated.
That's okay.
I did too.
Because that's not the right answer. So you're right where he's from, what his deal is, what he's known for. Maybe his band, perhaps. Oh my God, you guys suck so
Yeah, I don't
hard.
remember. Oh.
Nope, giving up. There you go. It is the Who guy. But it is the Who, and the name of the song is Ball and Chain from their 2019 album, Who.
We still got a ball and chain.
Nice job. I think for the most part,
We did pretty good.
hey, it sucked a little less than normal. Very well. Nice job. Okay,
Thank you, Brad.
you guys out there, you kicked ass out in internet land. Well done. All right, I guess we'll just dive right into it. It's time to hit you with this week's entertainment news headlines with the sophistication of a first grade math problem. This is the Jordy Files.
Jordy. You should put her t-shirt up. Her merch, her Jordy Files merch. In her intro.
Just over me.
Elly, that's a great idea. I think that's a brilliant idea.
Oh, look at you.
Wow.
We should really look into doing that.
That would be good. Let's get on that next week. That's awesome. You guys are related.
Great fucking minds, I tell you.
Wow.
And here's your host, Jordy.
Thank you. And if you didn't gather, my t-shirt is
There you
right
go.
there. So buy that and the other ones and go shopping. Welcome to the Jordy Files. Tonight in the files, I'm going to read quick because Brad says it takes me 4 hours to read a paragraph. So one music icon hits a major chart milestone and sets her sights on a legendary record. Bet you'll never guess who it is, probably. A rising star gets a heart-melting Father's Day surprise that has everyone reaching for tissues. Oh. We remember a beloved TV chef whose legacy left a mark on kitchens everywhere. And a pop superstar brings joy to young patients during a surprise hospital visit. That's the one I bet you'll guess. Never guess who it is. But first, here are some celebrity birthdays. As we've already discussed, well, there's not a lot today.
Yeah.
But as we've already discussed, music icon Sir Paul McCartney is turning, or Macca is turning 83 today. As a Beatles legend, the force behind hits like Maybe I'm Amazed. His influence on music is nothing short of historic. Drummer Josh Dunn won half of 21 Pilots turns 37 today. Cool hair. Country star Blake Shelton is 49 today. Oh dear. Ooh, he's getting up there too.
Wow, Christ.
He looks amazing, though. Look at that.
He-
No wrinkles,
he does.
nothing.
Right?
Listen,
Amazing
When
hair.
you want to talk about a man that ages like a fine, you look at 25-year-old Blake Shelton and then look at 49-year-old Blake Shelton. The man's aging like,
Backwards.
Yeah.
yeah, Benjamin Button, beautiful.
B cubed. Oh, it's BS. Blake Shelton. Sorry.
Nice,
Anyway,
nice.
Actor Richard Madden is turning 39 today. From Game of Thrones to Bodyguard. His on-screen presence keeps getting stronger.
And look at that hair. It just
Yeah.
keeps getting higher.
Wow, I don't even remember him from Game of Thrones.
Look how straight that hairline is. Wow, how beautiful.
Chiseled jaw. Actress Willa Holland turns 34 today. From Arrow and the OC.
Oh, yeah. That's
wasn't she
Marissa's little baby sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be shocking. I've never watched the OC.
What?
I know. I was a One Tree Hill girl. I'm sorry.
I've never watched One Tree Hill. So there you go.
Gasp. See, you were one or the other. And you didn't cross paths. You know, no one watched both of them. Legendary character actress Carol Kane is 73 today. From Taxi and The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. I'll love her.
Wasn't she in my favorite Christmas movie, Scrooged?
Probably.
I think she was the ghost of Christmas Present.
Oh, yeah, I think she was. I think you're correct.
Yeah.
I didn't make it in my Jordy Files, but yeah, I think you're right. Rock vocalist Russ Miller, known for A Moment of Violence and 80 tribute band Metalicious.
Nice.
Thank you. Is celebrating his birthday today. Also,
He's a local guy.
mysterious age, but not important.
Yeah, we don't want to dime out our local people
Yeah,
with their ages.
he's probably 30.
But yeah, if you haven't seen Metalicious, they're amazing. And A Moment of Violence is his original band, and they're also very, very good.
Also very, very good. Mariah Carey is hitting a major milestone. The diva just scored her 50th entry on the Billboard Hot 100 with her brand new single, Type Dangerous.
That's what Elly does. But she types
She's pulling a Mariah. Type Dangerous. Love it. Her first solo non-holiday track in nearly a decade, folks. Wow. Could this be the start of her 20th #1 hit? Watch out, Beatles. Mariah's coming for the crown.
Nice. I'm here for it. I love her. I think she should win everything.
Wow.
She's waited long enough.
She does too. This was actually adorable. I saw all the videos on the TikTok. Alex Warren, who you probably know from the song Ordinary, just got the ultimate Father's Day surprise. And he's not even a dad. His wife, Cover. You like how I know that? Only from TikTok.
I took it out originally. And then I was like, no, Jordan, she knows all about this guy. She'll know how to pronounce it.
Did you notice his wife's name?
Cover. Kouvr. And she has, her middle name is like 34 letters long. And it's like, it sounds like a Hawaiian island. Like it's like a Hakanamana Shama
No.
Kawaba.
I'm glad I didn't add that.
It's going to start raining.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, I know a lot about them. They're all over my TikTok. I love them both so much, honestly. I want to be their best friends.
I wasn't going to add the name. I was going to switch it up to where it didn't say the name, but I was like, no, Jordan will know.
Or you
this.
phonetically spell it
Yeah.
out. You're like,
And I was like,
Kover.
It's like, nope, she knows it.
I do. It took me a while to learn. But anyway, so look up her middle name too, if you don't believe me. It's crazy. Anyway, but she's from California. So I don't know. Her parents were clearly like on the drugs. Anyway, tracked down and gifted him the exact same red Mitsubishi 3000 GT his late father once owned because Alex Warren is an orphan. So cue the waterworks. The emotional moment lit up Instagram, and fans are calling it straight. Oh, you didn't do the side-by-side photo, Brad?
I didn't do it.
Oh, fans are calling it straight out of a movie. Oh, and in the music news, Alex's new single with Blackpink, I love Blackpink, with Blackpink's Rosé is titled On My Mind. Stay tuned. Oh, I need to hear that. I don't think I heard that.
Well.
How exciting. I love him so much. He is like a hoot and a half. Sad news for the culinary world. Beloved TV chef Anne Burrell has passed away at the age of 55. Oh, no.
Yeah, real young.
Sorry. Known for guiding kitchen rookies on Worst Cooks in America and lighting up Iron Chef America, Anne was a Food Network staple for over 20 years. She was found unresponsive in her New York home Tuesday morning. The cause of death is still unknown, pending autopsy results. And we can skip the last article because, frankly, everyone doesn't really... No, I'm just kidding.
I care.
Oh, whatever. Fine. Taylor Swift melts hearts in Florida this week with a surprise visit to Joe DiMaggio's Children's Hospital just a day after cheering on her boyfriend, Travis Kelce, at the Stanley Cup Finals. Dressed in a sage green dress, we paint a pretty picture here. Taylor spent time with patients and staff, spreading smiles and making dreams come true. One doctor even called her the kindest human being. Truly, Taylor never misses a beat, on stage or off.
We love Taylor.
That's why we love her so much. Oh, that's actually a really good photo of her. Slay. And that's all we have for this week, folks, in the news. And stay tuned. Well, maybe not next week, but the following week for the Jordy Files. Next week, it'll be the Bratty Files. Ta-ta.
Unless Jordan decides to zoom in.
Oh, maybe I can. Yeah. So maybe stay tuned for next week. We'll see what happens.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll spice it up.
Well done, Jordan.
Toodles.
As per usual.
And get Jordy's face on your shirt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get Jordan's face on your shirt.
Get an Elly and a Jordan shirt.
Listen, they finally shipped mine out, so I think they were waiting on the hat. So I had a hat in the order too. So, but yeah, so it takes a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You order it, don't expect it overnight. Ain't Amazon, but
Probably not even in the same week.
But it will arrive, and I can't wait to hopefully by next week because that's what I'm gonna rock it on a show. So Jordan will be with us in spirit.
Did you get a schmedium?
Yes, a schmedium.
A schmedium.
All right, we're going to take one more quick break, and then we're going to be back for midweek motivation and or Elly's bad bitch, depending on who's more prepared. And our shameless plugs. Don't go away. This is JNC, and this is a brand new tune from our good friends, the Sovereign Sons, of course, also the guys at the Raincat Recording Studio. Yeah, this is their new tune. So enjoy. We'll be right back.
Forgotten, drifting and lifeless.
right. The Sovereign Sons there. Yeah, edgy was a good word. Elly was saying the song is edgy. I was like, yeah.
I like it though. It reminded me of like the early 2000s.
Yeah, all the rage music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dig it. So check them out on YouTube and beyond. Probably on Spotify too. That song is called
The song's called You Forgot.
No,
Is that what it is?
I didn't see it. I didn't write it down. That's all right. Welcome back, you guys. Yeah, let's we are crack-a-lacking through the show tonight here. I'll take my sweet ass time getting through the midweek motivation. I'm just kidding.
I'm sure you will.
All right, you guys, it's time for midweek motivation. Since Elly is,
I'm unprepared.
completely
this week.
unprepared.
Jordan's got some pork chops to go make.
All right, you guys. Well, this week, let's talk a little bit about taking chances. It's perfectly okay to feel scared when faced with opportunities or big decisions. That fear reminds us that what we're considering actually matters. So whether you're someone who meticulously plans every move or jumps in impulsively, there's value in both. The key is finding balance, being brave enough to move forward, but wise enough to understand potential outcomes. Life is full of risks, big and small, and each one we take, it shapes who we are and who we'll become. So assess the risks, recognize the possible consequences, but don't let fear alone be your guide. Because just as taking reckless chances can lead to setbacks, never taking any chances at all can keep you stuck. Just like Ryan said last week, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Keep you stuck, comfortable perhaps, but limited. Complacency might feel safe, but comfort zones rarely foster growth. Sometimes the biggest risk is doing nothing at all. So this week, be courageous. Take a thoughtful risk. Push the boundaries of your comfort zone. And remember, growth comes from embracing uncertainty. So assess wisely, step boldly, and see what incredible things might happen for you. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Man, we are already at shameless plugs. I feel like we should do a dance or something. That's all right. Elly, do you have any shameless plugs? Let's do them.
So there's a new shirt in the JNC store with my face on it. If you want to be a beer chug champion, then buy my face and wear it.
That sounds like a Hannibal Lecter store.
Yeah. You are only a actual beer chug champion if you own this shirt.
It's true. And there's there's other things. There's women's shirts.
There you go.
Let's see. There's a cool tank top.
There you go. There you go, Mike Farrow. No sleeves.
No sleeves.
Mike Farrow needs to buy one with no sleeves.
Let's see. We got a men's tank top. What? Come on there. There we go.
There you go. It's perfect.
I will have one of these by the end of the month for sure. I'm gonna have a whole JNC collection. Nice. Okay. Any other shameless plugs?
No, that was it.
All right, then I'll go through mine. It will probably be ending the show out on Beer 30. Shout out to our sponsors and partners at Leak Busters Roofing, the Bug Juice, and Code RUM. Check out our partner podcasts at Drums and Rums and the Riffs and Rhythms podcast, both of which are featured with us on the B3 Podcast Network, everywhere you listen to podcasts. Also, check out the Al Beltran podcast, 561 Music, Nia's My Rum Diaries, and Ghost on the Ox. I realized last week that we didn't do any of this. we did not have a shameless plug.
We did not have shameless plugs. Yeah.
So whoopsie daisies. Sorry to our supporters. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, of course, and like, share, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We'd love that. Once again, a big shout out to Ocean Republic for being our June keg sponsor.
Ooh.
Yes, yes. If you've got a business or project that you want to promote, or you just like to make sure we've got enough to drink, reach out to me. Dive into our DMs or EDMs. It's a $100 sponsorship. There's a bunch of ways to get that sorted. So we'd love for you to be part of the show. Also, if you just love what we do and you want to support us through our Patreon page, it's $5 a month, and then you get access to behind-the-scenes footage and other fun stuff. The link for more information is in the description of this video. And, of course, on our website at jncpodcast.com. Speaking of jncpodcast.com, we've got some good merch up there we just kind of talked about, like Elly's Beer Chug Championship, the Jordy Files shirt, and we've got our I'm Here for the Jams and Cocktails line as well. So check it out. We're not making a whole lot of money off of it. We just want to be able to let you guys get some stuff. I think I make $1 on any shirt sold, so so that's fine. I just want to be able to get you guys in our garb. It's super cool. You do a big service by walking around and like a billboard. We want you to be billboards. That's really what this is all about. Come and see me perform around the Treasure Coast in my one-man band. Tomorrow night, I will be at the Square Grouper in Fort Pierce from 8 to 11. So come and see me. You can also find all of my dates at bradbrock.com. And that's been... do you have any shameless plugs, Jordan?
No, sir.
Good. Shameless plugs.
I'm making pork chops.
I fucking wish.
Oh, now you wish.
I could get down on some pork chops right now, to be honest with you. All right, you guys. Well, we got 5 whole minutes till beer 30.
I need another beer. Hold on.
Yeah, what should we talk about?
I don't know. Well, dead air, huh? You got any good jokes?
Did you see Riffs and Rhythms podcast comment?
Oh, yeah.
They had a shameless plug.
That is a good one.
There you go.
Mike Farrow has pulled Paul Robertson from Riffs and Rhythms out of retirement to go play. They're doing a little duo show at Cobb's Landing, July 11th in Fort Pierce. And Paul's going to be doing some sort of percussion, be it a drum set or a cajon or something like that. Yeah. So if you guys aren't doing anything, July 11th at Cobb's Landing in Fort Pierce. I myself will be at not Cobb's Landing, but the Funky Cuda right up the street. So I'm going to try to do a beeline over there.
How did Mike finagle that?
Mike is a master of
Bribery.
Yeah.
Fair.
I was able to pull it off. So that'll be fun. So don't go to my show, or we could split up the shows. You can come see half of my show and half of their show.
Did you see Mike's comment earlier about how he was one when Can't Get You Out of My Head by Kylie Minogue came out?
Nope, and I don't think I want to read it either.
Oh, okay. I saw that and I just breezed past it. I was like, oh, no. Oh, no. Terrible. Just terrible.
Yeah, that was...
Ugh.
That song was a banger.
That was.
Big time. Do you remember that when that tune came out, Elly?
I don't remember when it came out, but I remember the song.
Yeah. It had a moment.
Yeah. Well, I had the biggest crush on her. Kylie Minogue. Awesome.
I feel like everyone did.
Also Avril Lavigne.
Turned a lot of young girls gay.
Seriously, like I heard her record on the radio and was like, this song, it was complicated. I was like, this song's insane. And so I got online on the dial-up and was like, who is this person? Got onto the AOL and saw her and was like, I'm in love. I think I'm going to marry this woman. And then I
got
remember,
me.
yeah, stupid.
Cool.
But then I remember like going and buying the record, and then when her second album came out, I was driving then. I was all of 16 years old, So I was able to drive to Best Buy when they had a giant music section. I don't even know if Best Buy has a music section anymore. But I remember I drove out there to go and get that album. It was when she was doing all her X stuff. Like it was X everywhere. I remember putting in the CD. I didn't even have a CD player in my truck. I had like the Walkman CD disc man. You put the tape cassette in the thing. And, you know, that's how we were doing things back then. And I jammed out. And I was like, this is amazing. Amazing. Yeah, loved her. But now I love Jordan more.
Wow. That's nice.
Yeah, I thought so.
Thank you, Brad.
Now may I have pork chops?
Pork chop?
DP for my bunghole?
Oh.
Nope.
Well, she provides that too.
It's true.
True.
It's true.
What else?
Paul said apparently no one else wanted to duo with him, so he has to pick from the bottom of the barrel. Talking about Mike Farrow. Oh,
Wow.
That's savage. Savage.
Amazing.
Ouch.
Oh, man.
Ouch, kabibbles.
All right. We're just kind of stalling on time. We're going to do beer 30, and then I'm going to take you guys out of here. So we got 30
So get your
seconds.
beers ready, bitches.
It's going to be happening. I just got a nice freshie here, so it's going to be good. And we're going to find out if Elly really is the beer chug champion.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Love it.
I should also do a Kevin McLoughlin beer 30 shirt of him
Yeah.
desperately trying to do a shotgun beer.
Yeah, what are you doing here, Brad?
I know. I got a lot of shirts to make.
So many.
Well, anyway, here it comes.
Oh.
Wake up, it's beer 30.
Oh,
that was good.
beautiful.
Beer 30, my favorite time.
There she goes.
There she goes. Chugging away.
There she goes again. There's Kevin wearing it.
More on his shirt than
Moron is the perfect word there.
moron.
Yes. Check out Kevin's album. It's about time. Anywhere you listen to music. All right, you guys. Thank you so much.
Goodbye.
Done.
See ya. Second episode in season 10. We're back. Speaking of Kevin, we're going to have him on the show next week to talk about his recent tour in the UK. So we'll get to swap some England stories.
Can he sing the R-O-C-K? Oh, no, wait. No, never mind.
Yeah, nice.
Sorry.
Fix that.
I
post.
worked through it in my
We'll
head.
cut that out.
I was going to say R-O-C-K
You didn't work through it
in
fast
the
enough.
UK, but that's not. It's, yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Carry on, Brad. Carry on.
We got to put Jordan to bed.
Yeah, I have to go to sleep now. I have to retire.
God, I just want some mac and cheese.
Oh, I thought you wanted pork chops.
Yeah, maybe those two. I don't know. Whatever's going on.
Pork chop mac and cheese. Oh.
Yeah, probably pretty good. Hope you guys enjoyed our show tonight. Took you down memory lane a little bit. Give it up once again for the Destruction Crew, Jordan and Elly.
And Brad.
I'll take it. Join us next week. Once again, we are joined by the Kevin McLoughlin, as mentioned, to talk about his recent tour in the UK. Until then, friends, take care of yourselves and each other. Broadcasting live from the legendary JNC Lounge. I'm Brad Brock. We love you. Good night.
I'm amazed. I'm